In the news tonight, former Minister Nigel Darmdale questioned by the police following rape allegations.
Had the privilege of turning him in. He just conducted an interview of which he denied all the allegations.
And taxi driver seeks justice weeks after being shot.
It was a very traumatizing issue because that's the first time. Yes, I see gun pulled before in these things, but that was the first time I was ever shot in my life. I didn't realize I was shot until I fell on the ground.
Former PPP government minister Nigel Darmdale was today invited to the Cove and John police station. This is following sweeping allegations of rape and cyberbullying made by economist Sarah Hack. The young woman who detailed her experience publicly last week said she's seeking justice. That incident took place back in 2020, and the young lady said it has taken a toll on her since. Darmdale, in the presence of his attorneys led by Bernard De Silva, checked in at the divisional headquarters of 4C just after 9 this morning and was interviewed by the police. Before he arrived, members of the media were asked to leave the compound. This did not sit well with us, and we questioned who have given those instructions.
Just go out of the compound, please. We have no pumps here. We can't even, please do it out of the compound.
We were further told that we should be beyond the gate. The gate was then closed and a policeman stationed there to ensure that we did not enter. The former minister spent several hours at the station before his attorney Bernard De Silva briefed members of the media and said his client was cooperating.
Had the privilege of turning him in. He just conducted an interview of which he denied all the allegations, and the police will have to take it from there. That is all I'm prepared to say at this point in time.
I hear you, but do you get the impression that the police is prepared to put him on bail?
At this point, no, I'm not of that impression. Bail cannot be decided upon at this stage, primarily because the OC doesn't have that jurisdiction to consider bail at this stage.
It falls within whose jurisdiction as a criminal lawyer?
The upper echelons of the police force. Because of the nature and who the person is, it may demand more than just the OC crime here to decide on bail. I have full confidence in the police to do their work. I do not want to interfere, and therefore I would not want to remain with him. I've given him instructions, and he's matured enough to follow my instructions. He was interviewed uninterrupted. So I don't practice interrupting or trying to infringe on what the police has to do.
Just help me understand why he's still there if he would have denied the allegations provided the interview.
There are certain procedures that the police has to enforce. He has to pass through the records, he has to be booked, those type of things. So the police are still doing that. But as far as the interview is concerned, which is my concern, that is over and he's now being passed through or what they'll call processed. Normal thing. Thank you.
Hack is hoping that others can come forward and share their stories, as they are not alone. This afternoon, the head of the communications department of the Guyana Police Force, Mark Ramatar, said the investigations are ongoing.
Drink and taste, you will never decline. Extra lemon and lime, it's the two combined. It's one of a kind. Extra lemon and lime, extra lemon and lime. Taste the citrus in every sip.
What are you doing? Igloo ice cream. You know it's good.
From the Army, I go to the police force, spend 5 years service. Then take a break and join sheriff security. And so far the experience has been good and I'm enjoying it. I like my work. very dedicated and determined. Very nice company, have a lot of benefits. So I think Sheriff Security is one of the best so far for me, from my experience.
Weeks after he was shot by a man known to him, Sheldon Smith said he is disappointed with the efforts of the Guyana police force to arrest the suspect. Smith was shot in his knee, but the bullet exited, while his friend Jermaine Duncan has a bullet lodged in his spine. That shooting incident occurred on the seawall on the 17th of April, as he and several of his co-workers were celebrating his birthday. The young taxi driver said one of his co-workers, a female, was part of the gathering, and shortly after her boyfriend arrived. He said the couple were involved in an argument and left, but the boyfriend, who was identified as the shooter, returned with a gun and opened fire.
I am still trying to understand that because me and this individual never had an exchange of words. We never had an argument, nothing of the sort. I don't know if somebody probably related to him that must be that I'm with his girlfriend, but that's nothing of the sort. We are just co-workers. It was a very traumatizing issue because that's the first time. Yes, I see gun pulled before in these things, but that was the first time I was ever shot in my life. I didn't realize I was shot until I fell on the ground. Well, I'm presently in a lot of pain. I was advised by a private doctor to go and do an X-ray and a follow-up because he said probably a nerve maybe was grazed or whatever in the plus the bullet exited. But internally, we don't know what's going on with my foot internally. I cannot walk clearly. I feel a lot of pain, but...
His friend Jermaine was also shot during the ordeal, and he is currently unable to work.
My friend right now, he's a mechanic and auto electrician, and he cannot work because the bullet is lodged in his spine. They cannot remove it. For him to move, they discharge him, but for him to move from point A to point B home, somebody has to be home with him to move him. He cannot sit for more than 15 minutes, sit up. He has to lie again. So it's like his whole life took a whole turn. He cannot work. He has a family.
The matter is currently under investigation by the police.
Yes, some are present and some are not because the identity of this individual was not known to the public as yet. They have photographs of him, they have the car number, and I see both of them was unknown. The identity and the car number was unknown. So I'm a bit puzzled and a bit confused because this information was given in the statement that I gave to the police. So why wasn't it made known publicly?
The young man said he wants justice to be served in the matter for all the pain he's currently experiencing in his knee.
Washi. Hi people. Washing made so easy since I found Washi. Washing me use wash me clothes and I can say Washi soap powder wash clothes so nice. Washi soap powder leave your clothes color bright. Washi soap powder leave me clothes smelling nice, of course. So give thanks to Washi soap powder for doing my laundry right. Keep my clothes color bright. Have my clothes smelling nice for sure. I could not ask for more. Comes in lemon and original. It is a washing machine in a pack. Washi soap powder wash clothes so nice. Washi soap powder leave your clothes color bright. Washi soap powder have my clothes smelling nice, of course.
Distributors located in the Stabrook Market.
The absence of one teacher or a teacher late from the classroom on any given day causes disruption, says Minister of Education Priya Manichan. The minister was speaking at a press conference today. This as teachers across the country are currently on strike for better pay and other conditions.
So any teacher who stays away from a classroom will cause some disruption, and it will have a negative impact on the system and on our children, and we're always concerned about that.
The Guyana Teachers Union and the Ministry of Education are currently in talks with the Chief Labour Officer. The talks are centered around the timeline for the multi-year agreement. For these and other stories, do visit us at our website www.rdproductiongy.com.